want to talk about John Bolton, Mike Pompeo, and Donald Trump's administration, the neocons and the CIA and just around him, top foreign policy advisor, John Bolton. It's like, what the hell? All these people just, Mike Pompeo believe in the rapture and shit like that. It's like this little fundamentalism and just neocon of neoconism. Just all the worst isms out there. Trying to start war with Iran. Which is absolutely fucking crazy. Trump needs to, if there's any bit of a fucking brain cell in that motherfucker, he needs to wake the fuck up and say no. I mean, they're already today announced, I think, sending out 1,500 troops, which is, obviously it's not that much at all, but still, 1,500 troops towards Middle East. We don't need 1,500 more troops. It's 1,500 today. That shit in a couple weeks might be another $2,000. I mean, all of a sudden, we're up to 5,000 troops. No. Obviously, that's not enough to sustain or start a war with Iran. But, no. How about we don't send the 1,500 and we take 1,500 away from Afghanistan or Syria or wherever. Accumulation of a little bit of everywhere, Middle East and Africa. 8 countries are fucking bombing right now. Keep your hands, your economic terrorism, our weapons away from Iran. And if anyone believes like Iran's the problem, Iran's the biggest sponsor of terrorism around the world, you just don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're really, really, really drunk on this American exceptionalism, supremacy and shit like that. We ain't no better than any other country. In many ways, we're worse. Many, many ways. Because no other country is bombing 8 different countries. Okay? We got economic sanctions on Venezuela. We got, they say, worse economic sanctions on Iran. We're killing people. That's economic terrorism. Now we're thinking about weeks ago with Elliot Abrams leading the way with Venezuela, fucking sending troops down there to Colombia and getting ready for maybe something militarily, and then Iran now. It's like, how about no? How about you talk to them? How about you fucking chill the fuck out? Iran was listening and agreeing to Obama's administration with the Iran deal. You can't keep on lying to Americans. We see it. Millennials are like, yeah, cool. All of our lives, you guys have been fucking bombing, killing, attacking some countries. At least some, if not quite a few. You can't just lie us back into war, and that war fervor in America, and everyone starts holding the American flag and saluting. Oh, fuck all that bullshit, man. That shit is so old, man. Iran's not gonna attack us. Look up, Google, anyone that wants to, please do it for yourself. Look up Iran and U.S. military bases surrounding the country of Iran. And they are the threat. Are you fucking kidding me? We got military bases out of the wazoo with Iran. Surrounding Iran. Israel will back us. Saudi Arabia will back us. Like most other, like Japan, a lot of major countries around the world are like, no, don't do that. Because Iran's the fourth biggest oil supplier in the world. I think they're 4th. So obviously that's people's energy and all that. So you can't be fucking with people's energy over here when we get pissed at you. And they might not attack you guys, but they will most definitely leave us out of the economic conversation going forward via China. China doesn't want fucking our U.S. going to war with Iran. China's trying to build a road and infrastructure around all the surrounding areas and have economic agreements and relationships. Like, China, man, there is one huge vacuum for the leading power in the world. And it's not measured on how many bombs you drop a day. It's measured on leadership that's not dropping bombs, economic agreements, growth, infrastructure, and new ideas, better ideas, and just getting along, even if you don't agree on necessarily everything. And this is not me saying China is perfect and they're holy and they're amazing. But I'm just saying, they see the gaping hole, no pun intended, for the vacuum for leadership, you know? And I'm not talking like Obama, like that's, every other president's been shitty, you know, Obama and Bush and Clinton and Bush, and like it's just been shitty. They're all war criminals, they're all shitty. Trump's no different. He just has mean tweets and he's more upfront, honestly, which a lot of us do appreciate. It's just, you know, you can't be just going around bombing the world, trying to bully China and trying to regime change Venezuela, impossible war with Iran again, like regime change them. We did that in 1953. You know, it's just come on now. And now the right wing, the more conservative hardliners in Iran are telling the more moderate people they're in leadership. They're like, yeah, I told you not to trust the U.S. And do you blame them? No, you can't blame them at all. You're like, well, yeah, I'm American. I live in America. And when I sit here, I'm not sitting here going, oh, well, America's bad by definition. No, we're bad by our actions. Your actions define who you are. And America's actions are horrible. Our government, domestic and foreign actions, policies, are fucking grotesque, disastrous, horrible, wrong. Killing people by economic terrorism, killing people by traditional warfare, you know, killing people here at home with the worst healthcare system in the modern world. Shit, worst healthcare system, one of the worst healthcare systems probably in the world. So I just don't, you know, you can't throw rocks in a glass house. You know, you gotta actually talk. You gotta see shit through. You gotta communicate. You gotta understand their side. You can't just say, oh, there's my side and fuck your side. Now you have to be understanding and find some type of agreement. Like Tulsi Gabbard would, Bernie Sanders would. That's the only two people I trust to not get us into another war. Especially Tulsi. Bernie, yeah, because his record has been consistent, like anti-Vietnam, like so on and so forth. But Tulsi probably a little bit more because she served, 2 tours in Iraq. So that just gives her the front row, you know, experience of war and with the cost of war on a very intimate level. So that's why I say that. It's not to knock Bernie, just to say, hey, Bernie's never served, so he hasn't seen, you know, just the dead bodies piling up, the cost, the emotional, you know, cost for human life, period. But we most definitely, Trump's administration needs to stop talk. Fucking, if the worst thing happens, if we send a little bit of troops and we get a little meeting on Twitter with fucking dumbass Trump, I'll be okay with that. Obviously it's not good, but I'll be okay with that. But hopefully that's as far as it goes. But I'm fearful and I'm not hopeful I don't trust John Bolton and Mike Pompeo and the CIA director and other neocons around him. Trump might be, sadly, the only reasonable voice in that fucking meeting he has about Iran and what they're going to do or not do. Sadly, he might be the only voice up in that fucking office, up in the White House, going, well, we should do this, we should do that. And he's like, no. Because I hope he just listens to his campaign Trump. And on the good side, half the time when he was railing against Iraq war and all these interventions and regime change wars and just what the fuck we doing over there, bring our troops home, rebuild America. Like, yes, let's do that. Let's stick with that type of Trump. But like I said, I'm fearful that there's too many neocons, and there's been too many endless examples of whoever has his ear last. You know, Fox News is just pro-war. They on there fucking just saying, you know, protecting the war criminals that Trump might fucking pardon from Blackwater. The fuck? So rule of law, law and order, the political party, the Republican Party, that's I am rule, I am law, and we have order with law and order. And law is blind. Like, okay, cool. Then don't pardon war criminals. Just read what they fucking did. It wasn't like some people that from far away. No, this was other Navy SEALs, younger Navy SEALs. Yeah, I think it was younger Navy SEAls. We're like, what? No, what are you doing? Like, it's just grotesque. It was in the New York Times. They should never pardon fucking war criminals or any type of criminals for political gain because you think they're on your team. Be principled or get the fuck out. But anyway, to wrap it up, leave Iran alone. Leave Venezuela alone. John Bolton needs to be locked up. Elliot Abrams needs to be locked up. Mike Pompeo needs to be locked up. Trump needs to be locked up. Yes, anyone ever watches this as a Republican, yes, and Obama and Bush and Clinton, they're all war criminals. Noam Chomsky lays it out nice and smooth. Okay, we listen to Constitution, international law. Boom. Okay, and the UN actually have the balls to go, well, you guys are breaking. Instead of just like, oh, we're breaking the law, then that's it. You know, some other country does exactly what we do, foreign policy-wise. We'd be up in that fucking place in 5 minutes. Regime change. Fucking blowing up their fucking headquarters and infrastructure and knocking out their shit in about a few weeks, trying to find their fucking president. What the fuck do you think you're doing? But we do it. It's a Tuesday afternoon, and the international community just says that's bad. You know, I'm not asking for the United States to fall backwards and fall apart, but we do need our government needs to be knocked down a peg or two, because it needs to come from international community and here at home from the people, by voting and by protesting and making loud and clear that this ain't right, this is not okay, and we need to stop with all this offensive corporate government wars for geopolitical gain and for fucking natural resources that our companies and government can have more interest in. As each time we hear that one of our soldiers, brave soldiers, die over Niger, Afghanistan, Somalia, Iraq, Syria, and so on and so forth. Ask yourself, and I want you to ask yourself, if you have any political partisan lens and you see shit Republican or Democrat or Independent or whatever, I'm a progressive. I'm a Bernie supporter. I also support Tulsi. You know, Julian Assange needs to be free, but not to get into that topic right now. But just ask yourself, why did that person die? Is Niger going to attack fucking Virginia? Is Somalia going to attack fucking North Dakota? Is Iraq going to attack fucking California? Like, ask yourself, what the fuck are we doing? Honestly and seriously. Each time we lose a soldier, you know? Or they just get hurt and they get PTSD and their lives are probably ruined, if not for the rest of their lives, but for a long time. So just ask yourself that. Green away. No more war. No more economic terrorism. Trump or any other fucking president. Stop this shit. Focus on us at home.